Hello and welcome all. I am Akshay Rathod from Coding Ventures, and today we are going to see how to build the business logic of our wealth calculator application. So without wasting time, let's get started. So this is the thing where we have left in the last video after designing our UI of our wealth calculator application. So first thing we want to do is that we need to cast all variables of our wealth calculator application. So before that, you can see that by clicking the control and clicking on the app compact activity, that is extends our main activity, you can see that all the methods including onCreate method is also there. Okay, so now let's start to cast our all edit text from which we are getting the values of the different variables. Okay, for this, go into your design tab, select the first edit text, copy the ID of your edit text, go in your Kotlin file, var is for variable, let's give the name to our variable, edit monthly investment. Its type should be edit text. Use the method find view by ID. Okay, here r.id dot what's our ID is edit monthly invest. Okay, so in the same way, let's copy and paste for other variables. Our second variable is rate of interest. Copy the rate of interest here. Let's take our third variable. It should be edit time period. So again, now we need to cast our button. So var calculate button btn. Its type should be button equals to find view by ID. Here in find view by ID, r.id dot so again we need the two text views for invested amount and wealth amount. Okay, its type should be text view. So let's get the ID of those text views. Let's copy this whole line, paste it again, and this time we need our wealth amount, variable wealth amount. Okay, in this way we have casted all our variables, right? Now let's get the value from the edit texts. When the button was clicked, calculate button dot set on click listener. You can see you will get the two on click listener here. So you need to select the second one with the view as a lambda method. Okay, so click on the select on click listener, click on the next, and you can say that you will get a I which is of type view variable there. Okay, so now here let's get the value from our edit text. So our first value should be monthly investment. Okay, its type should be double because we are going to get the values which have the fractions like 10.09 something. Okay, get edit monthly investment dot text dot toString dot toDouble. So in this way we can type convert our edit text value to text, then after string, and then in double. Let's copy and paste the whole thing again for our two other variables. Okay, so our second variable should be rate of interest and its type should be double. So change edit rate of interest here. Okay, our third variable will be time period. Okay, and change it with edit period of investment. Edit period of investment. Now let's convert the time period to a number of months in that time period. Okay, so initialize a variable var period in months. Its type should be double. We need its type should be integer, so we can do this also. So let's take time period in year, multiply it with 12, so we get number of years, number of months in that year or in that time period. Let's change our interest rate from a rate of interest per year or annual to rate of interest per month. Okay, for that initialize a variable var that is equal to rate of interest and its type should be double. And let's divide our original rate of interest with the 12, so we can get the monthly rate of interest. Now what we want to do, we want calculate the wealth generated over the period. Calculate the wealth. For that I am going to create a function calculate wealth. Okay, so with the help of this we can create the method, and we need to pass some arguments to this function. So first argument is monthly investment, and its type we need to give the type in the function declaration or the function body itself. Our second argument is rate of interest or rate of monthly interest, and our third argument should be periods. Calculate wealth. Okay, here we need to specify the type of argument in the function body. Okay, so here with the help of parenthesis, for investment we need the double type, for rate of interest type should be double, and for period type should be int. For period type should be double. With the help of for loop, let's use the formula of compounding. So create a for loop with the keyword for. After that add parenthesis, and in the parenthesis create a variable period. Okay, so let's create a variable period which type should be an integer. So for that I is equal to period dot to int. So go in the for loop, in parenthesis I counter, create a counter in from values 1 to the value of I, that is 1 dot dot I. Open the curly braces, and in the curly braces we are going to implement the logic of compounding. Investment after first month. Okay, for that first calculate the interest. Interest equals to amount. So let's create a variable var with amount, and that equals to our investment amount. Okay, and now on the amount let's create a variable var interest, that is equals to amount into rate of interest or interest rate divided by 100. So in this way we can calculate the interest in 1 month for the amount. Our total amount should be amount equals to amount plus our interest that we got on the amount plus the investment amount of the next month. For that we are going to create one variable, amount of next month, and let's create this variable amount of next month, that's equals to the initial investment amount that we are getting, because the investment amount in every month is similar. Okay, so in this way, in the for loop we can calculate the compounding effect of our investment. After that, let's return this amount with the help of return keyword, return amount. Okay, so now we have successfully implemented the logic of our wealth accumulation. Okay, so let's come to our onClick event listener function, and here cast the value that is written by our calculate wealth function to a variable which is called wealth. Okay, great, we have calculated our wealth in the long term period. So the next thing is we need to calculate our accumulated amount, that is how much money we have invested over the period. So for that we are just going to add amount of our every month. Okay, so for this let's create a for loop, and in the for loop iterate I in 1 to period. Okay, for this you need to write like this, 1 in 1 dot dot period monthly, and we need to change this period monthly to integer value. For that apply the method toInt. Okay, so open the curly braces, and in the block of the for loop, okay, we need a one variable. So let's initialize the variable, that is invested amount, that should be okay. Now come in the for loop, and here investment equals to investment plus the monthly investment. So in this way we can add our monthly investment every month. Okay, and at the start of the investment our investment should be 0, so that's why the invested amount at the start should be 0. So this is with the type of double, so we need to pass a value of 0.0. Okay, so in this way we have calculated our accumulated investment over the period of time. Now let's output this information with the help of two text view we have already created. So let's output this information with the help of text view that we have already created. Okay, so now we have changed our like we have casted our investment amount text, and with the help of dot text we are going to assign the value of investment. Okay, so in the next thing we need to output our wealth amount. Okay, so for that with the help of wealth amount text view variable dot text, and we need to assign the accumulated wealth to this variable. So for that we need to assign equals to wealth dot toString. toString is for to converting the double variable of wealth to the string. Okay, so in this way we can we have completed our wealth calculator application, the basic form of our wealth calculator applications business logic. Okay, so now I'm just going to open my physical device to show all you, and if you want to know how to cast the screen of your physical device, I am going to link the video in the I button as well as in the description for the screen copy or how to screen copy your physical device. Okay, so let's click on the green triangular button at the top of our menu bar and let's run the application in our physical device. So you can see the Gradle is building. So let's try to build our application. You can see the Gradle is in build process, and now now you can see the build process is finishing, and you can see the pop-up Gradle build is finished successfully, and now application is getting installed on our device. So you can see the application is successfully installed onto our device. So let's test our application. So meanwhile I am going to enter the value of monthly investment 1000. I am going to invest it for the rate of interest of 15%, and I am going to invest it for 5 years. And let's click on the calculate button. So you can see here your investment is 60,000 and your total wealth is 90,000. We have generated the 5 times of the wealth, and you can see this near about the same amount is here on the online web calculator of or online SIP calculators. In the next video we are going to fix some bugs in our application. For getting the updates of our next video, subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon and get the notification, and let's enjoy this. Till then, happy coding.